So like account. So it is asking about these are the pages I'm going to create: account, expense create, expenses my, approval pending, all these things. You may ask him to add one more page here or remove some page here. So and it will do it. Okay, what do you do first? So first you internal VS Code is fine, .NET new web app. Uh, Find out if .NET is there in your system or not. If not, then you can ask him how. And I like myself, I don't know anything about .NET, so I asked him, help me to install .NET, and it helped me to install .NET. Okay, so all those things you can ask him. Now, once you come here, it will start giving a prompt for you, prompt to write in the codex. Okay, so you give this prompt, you copy this prompt. Okay, copy this prompt and write it in the codex. Here, I'm not going to like write it here, but this is how it works, because I have these things. These are the prompts I have given in the past. These are the prompts I have given in the past. Okay, and it has generated the code. So when it is generating the code, it is actually showing what it is writing here. Okay, what it is writing. So those codes you visually you will see that what is happening. Okay, and once the code is generated, then it will push to your what do you call the Git library. So this is this is for another project, but maybe let me. Okay, so as you can see, there is a whole bunch of folders here, and it is all created by CODEX. I have not created anything. It is all created by CODEX. It may ask you about data. It may ask you about the algorithm if you are working on such type of project, but it will ask you everything. So you need to work with ChatGPT. So you consider yourself as you being the charge of the project. So you consider yourself as owner of the project, and then there are two people who are going to help you. One is ChatGPT, another one is CODEX. ChatGPT will work as a project architect, and CODEX will work as a junior engineer. So it will write code based on the architecture that is being suggested by ChatGPT. And if you are following this, I don't think that project is going to go haywire. It is always on the right direction. So data, in case data model you want to create, it will work with you to create the data model. In case machine learning model you want to create, it will work with you. It will talk about the features. It will talk about the statistical methodologies, and then you can tell him what is right for the project. If you have any, if you are not sure about it, just ask. Just ask that I have got confusion. I think either this one or this one is correct. What is your suggestion? Tell him that you are a mentor. Tell him that you are a statistician. Now, as a statistician, what do you suggest me? Which project or which algorithm should I follow to create a classification model? I'm just talking out because uh, I'm just giving you an example. You can use it for any project. Okay. So ideally, you keep giving the prompt, and it will keep answering you. Okay, it will ask you to run in between. It will ask you to, can you run this? Okay, so you see PowerShell. You open your PowerShell, you run this project. You run this command, and it will ask you to give the output. So you paste the output actually here. So if there is something that cannot be pasted, you take the screenshot and give it back. So it will analyze the screenshot, and then it will come back saying that, okay, so where the issue is, what we both can do together to resolve the issue. Okay, so those kind of things. And you need to be, as you start working with CODEX, you you uh, you will be more fluent with codex language. So you will start giving you'll start talking to CODEX in a better way as you start working with it. So initially it may not understand, but as you start working, because it will also identify that the person who is typing, he has come earlier also. So as ChatGPT creates a persona, right? For ChatGPT, each one of us is a separate person. We are not just one human being. We all are a different human being who have got all different interests, who have different writing style, who have got different viewpoints. So we all are a different human being for ChatGPT, unlike any other old softwares. So in the same way, Codex will also start identifying you that, okay, so this person has come now because he is using mostly this kind of language, or he is using this kind of command. So in the same way, uh, it starts communicating with you. So as you start working more and more, you will see that the Codex has become more friendly. Okay. So my suggestion is, uh, take prompt from, I mean, if you are capable of writing your own prompt, go ahead, type the prompt here, write down prompt here. There is no harm in it. But why I'm saying, because ChatGPT has got better capability of writing the prompt. If you give something, you go through the prompt multiple times, 2 3 times, and see this is exactly what you want. If not, then change in the ChatGPT, not in the Codex, and then again go through it. So verifying prompt is one of an important step while developing the project, while working on the automated project basically. So ChatGPT is an important companion. You cannot, you know, you cannot ignore it. Even though you are writing prompt, come back and give an status to ChatGPT, so that, okay, so you can say that, okay, so milestone 1 is completed now. Okay, now you can say that, okay, so milestone 1 is completed, but some fix is required, or some enhancement can be done. So those kind of things, you just give some status to ChatGPT so that it is aware where we are in the project. Are we heading to a right direction or not? Why? Because after some time, if you feel that the project is going in a wrong direction, then at least ChatGPT will help you. It will ask you to go back, give the um, uh, give the point where everything was going fine, and then it is it will identify that, okay, so after this, there is a requirement of modification, or there is a requirement of changing the code. So from there it will start guiding you. So keep ChatGPT in the loop, use Codex for developing the code, and VS Code anyway, as you all have been using VS Code for creating the code and accomplishing your task. Keep doing that. There are few other IDEs where AI is enabled. One is called Cursor, Windsurf. Then Google has come up with anti-gravity. Then Google also has come up with a Codex type of tool called Genie. Okay, Cloud has one Codex type of tool called Cloud Code. Cloud Code Cloud Code has updated itself in couple of days back only. So now, earlier the Cloud Code was not working so well in automated environment, but now it is as good as Codex, or maybe better than Codex. So I have not used it yet, and I use the newer version, but older version has got some issues and a lot of hand holding was required. But I think they have come up with a newer version, so we all have to check that. Okay. Yeah, so this is how it works. There is another project which I created, and there can be multiple projects we can create. Another project is on EduPulse. So if I'm not sure how many of you know about EduPulse. We created it last year to identify the students who are going to drop out, and that dropout is going to be based on different number of different features. Okay, so, and then again we had to create some machine learning model, some forecasting model. All those things we had to do while we were working on this. So let me open that one. Yeah.
Vishal,
Hanji.
just a question. So how, like, this chat GPT is like, if you got some information or if you compared it with other plugins, because
Mhm.
there are other things like in Visual Studio itself, you can
Yeah.
use some of the AI, like Eclipse has got it.
Yeah.
Some, there's also a GitHub Copilot. So I
GitHub
think
Copilot is
how
there.
does, yeah, and then there's also JetBrains, which is an AI assistant as well.
See, see what is the thing is what is the purpose or what is the goal? Goal is to get the help from Codex to write the code. You can use GitHub Copilot for reviewing the code. That is also possible. Okay. So once you write the
Mhm.
code, push the code to the repository, ask Copilot, GitHub Copilot to review the code. It can do that. It can do that. But it should know the context. In what context you are actually developing the project?
Yeah.
What
The,
are
the
different
reason
things?
why I am asking is like
Hmm.
the pro subscription for ChatGPT is around like 29-30 bucks per person per year, right?
Yeah.
And from an organization perspective, if you want to use it for all the developers, because I I have a feeling that we can't share this with multiple. There is no business subscription. I think it's only individuals have to buy like 29 dollars, and then some way that's a bit expense overhead for the company. And I get the point that the value we are getting out of it. Yeah. But I think, is there any other way which we could look at in
See,
this way?
see, when we are talking about an automated system to develop software, we have to spend some money. Okay, let's accept this fact. Okay, there are some LLMs which you can use to create the code, but then it is not automated. You need to be there. You need to verify each and every line, every sentence, or every whatever syntax, uh, and not just syntax but logic as well. And
Mhm,
then you once you are sure, then only you can like go and paste it in your IDE.
mhm,
So we need if we need to upgrade, we need to spend some money. That is
mhm.
that is for sure, and we need to accept it. Uh,
Yeah.
so for automated thing, either you go for Cursor or you go for Cloud or for OpenAI or for Google Genie. Everywhere they will ask some money. Okay. So the most, sorry, the least money that you can spend is on Open AI or ChatGPT. All other things are very expensive. Cloud is very expensive. Oh, Google
So,
Genie has came yesterday. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. So but I'm sure that they are also going to ask for a lot of money.
can you do me a favor? If you can find out some of the options, costing options, especially for the Chat GPT,
No, no,
is
you
there
can
any
try.
business?
No, no, you can explore on your own. I mean, if I can tell you what all is there in the market. Uh,
Mhm.
the OpenAI or ChatGPT is the least expensive one. So you
Yeah,
can use it for now.
what I was saying is that, is there a business licenses that we can get, that we can use it for multiple people, which may
Multiple
be
projects,
taking.
multiple people.
Yes,
We can
yes.
yeah we can talk about it separately maybe, and
Yeah,
yeah we can see how we can
yeah.
make it more efficient for
Because
everyone
individually
because
buying may be too expensive. It's going to get too
yeah
messy.
of
So
course
if
of
we have
course
something like a licenses that we can use, like Power BI or something like that, we could
yeah
use that.
yeah. So coming back
Sure.
to this,
Yeah.
the I was talking about EduPulse earlier. The name was EduPulse. Now the name is Core. Sorry, Axi Guide. Okay. So again, it is agent based. Last year when we created, it was machine learning model. There are a few machine learning models that we created, and then we predicted that this particular student is going to drop because of these are the reasons. Okay, now we have few agents that we have created. So there is a student agent, there is an overview agent. Basically, it gives you an overview who all are students in the high risk. Okay, who all are students who are going to who can be contacted very urgently. Okay, so these are the things that it gives automatically once it has the data. And now can be uh, data can be ingested on the fly. I mean, if it is connected with a university site or an educational organization, the direct feed can also uh, is also possible, and a live table is also possible like this. Okay, so it gives the top 10 students who needs to be contacted immediately because they are on the risk of dropping out. Why? Because their dropout risk percentages or probability is this much. Okay, so then it goes to student agent. What student agent does? It asks about, okay, so what student you are targeting. Now it will the staff or the user, it will say that I'm targeting for 3715. Okay, fine. So what is the intervention plan? What intervention plan you can generate for the student who is going to drop out? So it is working in the background. So it will create a complete intervention plan about the student, how to approach the student, what is the script for the user or the person who is going to intervene. So everything it will talk about. Okay, so it take maybe half a minute. It is slow, but it can be made faster. We all are using Streamlit, and going forward, we have to change this Streamlit because Streamlit is for demo purpose only and not for the production. So since we all are doing demo, we are using Streamlit right now. Yeah, you can see this, right? So risk summary. Risk summary is high band, and these bands are calculated based on uh, multiple features. Then urgency. What is the urgency of? So I'm not going into the how it was calculated, how it it gave a flag of high risk or high urgency. I'm not going into that. But what I'm trying to show is this is how much elaborate one agent can be, and it can be made, and you can write more. You know, you can make more exclusive plan for the student. So, student message, we are reaching out with a supportive and clear note. Our latest review shows your current status as high risk with priority 10, dropout risk. And this language we can change. Language is how we want agent to write. That is in our hand. So we want to change this language, or if we want, we can, however we want to write the language, like in a uh, humorous way, or maybe in a what you call in a language where a mentor can tell something to mentees. So this language can be changed. Okay, there is some note for staff as in user. So person who is going to intervene and talk to the student. Okay, so some note is for the staff. Analyst details, top regions, curricular units, second sem, why it has come to conclusion, that is also it is showing here. Okay, audit log. So there is a complete intervention plan for each student. If you see, there are student, and again, I am just writing a student ID. It can be replaced by the student name as well. Okay. So then daily pack. What is this daily pack is for the staff. This is a staff agent. Okay. So daily pack, it will ask staff who all are in the high risk. Let's say five student he wants to see. Okay. Generate daily customer pack. So it will ask who all are on the high risk. It will say 3715, 2341, 3800. Okay. So these are the students who are on the high risk, and this person should reach out to them. And whole project is this whole project was created on CODEX. There was not a single line of code that I have written. Only thing is, I have only worked with ChatGPT and CODEX, verify, approving, running few of the commands. but I have not written a single line of code. Same with .NET, which I don't know. Yes, Raviji, please.
Yes, Sisirji, actually
Hmm.
what I have understood till now is the most important thing is providing prompt. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So earlier in your first example, whatever you have given here as a prompt, that
Uh-huh.
was very straightforward. But
Right.
the example you are showing now, it seems a little bit complicated because a lot of business logic are running behind this.
Okay.
So can you just show me one example of this,
Uh-huh.
like how you have given prompt for this particular development?
Okay, okay. I understand your point. See,
Yes, thank you.
as I said, when you work more with ChatGPT or Codex, they are more familiar with you. Okay. So EduPulse is already familiar with ChatGPT. So if a prompt needs to be written for this, what I will write is I'll write it here. I need to first of all you write something in a very raw text, then go through it, then work with ChatGPT to refine it. Okay, and then once it is refined, then you scope it. Okay, so let's say I need to create an agent based system for student drop out from universities. Okay, now you write.
Okay.
I have, I can provide you the data I have, or I have some historical data where each student has has dropout history. It is supported by the historical, or it is supported by the features, or maybe parameters. Let's say parameters. Okay, and then write another again. I also want the I also want user or staff to intervene those students who are on a high risk of dropping out, who are on who are on high risk of dropping out. Okay.
Okay.
Then mention that I need a complete intervention plan for each student. Okay. So it's something like this. I mean, very, very high level, very superficial. You don't have to go into too
Okay.
deep. Okay. Just write high
Okay.
level
Okay.
thing and then
Mhm.
go back to your chat GPT. Okay. So let me ask, go to a new chat, because why new chat? Okay. I'll talk about it. Why new
Okay.
chat? Because you don't want to confuse chat GPT with the previous communication.
Mhm.
So when you start new chat, it consider that it is going to be a completely new topic. Okay.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it will get confused.
Okay.
So now tell him that you are a software architect who will work with Codex and me to create this project. I want you to help me in developing this project. You need to, uh, you can ask questions in case there is a confusion on any points below. Something, I mean, it's not very hard and fast. You just write high level
Okay.
things. Okay. And then see what happens. Okay. Just go through what it is writing. All right, we can build this as a human in loop, agent based early warning plus intervention orchestrator. I will lay out a concrete architecture, the agent, the data model, and a codex driven build plan you can execute step by step. Okay, I will make a few sane default assumptions. You have historical students data with dropout, all those things. Now what we are building, so it confirms with you. It writes these things because it want you to confirm, or it want you to approve these things. So risk detection, ingest latest student signal. Okay, that is what we want, right? So student before dropping out, you should intervene. So the signal should come before the student going to drop out, right? So ingest latest student signal. Compute risk score. What is the risk score? Reason code. What are the different top drivers or top parameters due to which a student is going to drop out, right? Trigger a case for a student above threshold. So who are those students? Uh, they are going to have high risk of dropping out. So anything beyond 0.75. Okay. Staff intervention. So staff intervention, why? Because there is a human required in this whole process. So staff is human in the loop. He has to work along with the agents, right? So these are again agent driven. There will be a student agent. It will talk about it. Even it will talk about the agents also. Staff these in a prioritized queue, high to medium. For these students, the system proposes a complete intervention plan. Staff can approve, edit, assign to a staff member, and all those things. Okay, learning loop. So first of all, it has to learn on its own, right? Like any machine learning model, it has to train itself first. So there is a difference. You need to understand this. LLM is trained already. You cannot train LLM, but you can train the system beyond LLM. Okay, so that is what we need to do it. Collect outcomes, contacted, responded, appointments attended. Yeah, high level architecture. It will talk about the architecture, how it is going to take place. Okay. Everything, the agent. Now it talks about the agent. Agent one, what will you do? Risk analyst agent. Agent two, segment analyst, segment agent. Third one is intervention planner agent. It will write intervention plan. Fourth one, orchestrator agent. It will send the user to the right agent, which agent is required. Agent five, staff co-pilot agent. Okay, so this is for the user. So everything it writes down. Now, if you want data model, so it talks about the data model, what kind of data model it is going to, you are going to need it. And then it also talks about milestone. So milestone zero, okay? What happens in milestone one? What happens in milestone two, three, four, five, like this. Codex prompt. Now it comes to the codex prompt, how you are going to develop it. So prompt A, create backend skeleton. So backend skeleton as in you create the directory structure, you go back, create your repo, create the directory structure in the repo. So all these things will happen through Codex. Prompt B, risk scoring pipeline. Now it will start generating the pipeline. So it will ingest the data first, and then it will use logistic regression or XGBoost if available, saves the model artifacts with visioning, then a batch scoring script, everything. Okay, then it will write an intervention plan. So it will write a playbook, YML files per segment with objective, task, cadence, everything, right? Then it is using Streamlit to display all these things. Okay, so see how elaborate it is. I have just read 4 or 5 lines. How elaborate giving. You go through it. You have to, if you don't feel that at some point there is something you need to change, you just tell it that okay, I don't need to go in creating the, or let me just tell him that okay, I don't want logistic regression. So and you need to appreciate sometimes also, great, I need to use BERT model instead of machine learning models. Okay, now see what it does. Can you revise your plan? It will revise its plan.
Means based on our simple instruction, first of all, it will furnished all those in his own language,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So basic
After
a
that,
baseline,
it will
yeah, yeah,
yes.
basic plan it will give it to you, and then based on your input, it will revise the plan.
Okay.
Okay. So see, for BERT model, it is asking, BERT model is not possible for the structured data. So it is asking multiple things. Can you provide all this? So it will work with you. It will work with you. You tell him that, okay, so I can give this, I can give this, some discussions it is asking for. You discuss with the LLM. Okay. All these things you need to be, you can do it through GPT. And it will also generate the prompt for you. Write the prompt here in the VS Code. Once you are kind of you know how to write the prompt, then you can directly write the prompt, then you don't need to like go back to GPT. But GPT, I still suggest that keep GPT in the loop, so that you will not lose the track. Otherwise, human mind, why AI came into picture, because thinking is always fast but writing is not. So as soon as you start going to write, you will lose the track. That's why keep GPT in the loop and work with CODEX to develop the project. That's the most simple thing. Any questions?
No, it's all right. Because
Anyone
we
else?
are mostly we are developing the integrated system in which it is required to remember, like if I'm going to write something
Hmm.
where at how many places it will impacted. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
understand.
yes, so in that case, is there any mechanism so that it will be remembered by the chat GPT, like if
Yeah, yeah,
he
that's
is
why I'm
suggesting
saying.
something?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying keep GPT in the loop, because GPT is made to keep the context. Okay, keep the context. When you say context, the chat, the chat or the response that it has, that you have got from
Mm.
GPT, it is called, it is aware of it. What you have asked him and what it has answered you. So all these things, GPT know, chat GPT know. Okay, so work, keep chat GPT in the loop, work with it, so that you know exactly where the integration needs to be done. You don't have to keep all these small things in the mind. Of course, you need to be validate it, you need to review it. Those things you cannot leave it on AI, because still, uh, you as I said, you need to be in charge, you need to be owning the project. You cannot leave anything for, I mean, anything. You cannot, you can, you need to be working along with them, and you cannot
Mm.
working for them basically. So these are the
Okay.
things. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I will share PPT as well as the code link also, GitHub repository. Go through, okay, and come back with any questions or anything that you want to have more clarity. Let me know. Okay. Okay, then if we don't have any question, then I'll just say goodbye to everyone.
Thank you, Shashi.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks everyone for your time. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have got any questions through email or message. Thank you. Bye bye.